They say some mirrors don't reflect your image, they reflect your soul. Or worse, they reflect what wants to take your place. This is the story of 4 friends, a forgotten room, and the one reflection that never looked away. Late October. The trees were bare, the sky bruised with gray. 4 college friends, Derek, Jamie, Lynn, and Marcus, drove into the Vermont countryside in search of content for their horror-themed YouTube channel. They arrived at a mansion known locally as Ravenshade Estate. Listed on a shady short-term rental site, it was ancient, imposing, and absurdly cheap. An old man greeted them on the porch. His skin looked like aged parchment. He spoke in a voice like creaking floorboards. You can explore anywhere you like, but one rule, don't open the mirror room upstairs. Ever. The 4 exchanged a grin. Nothing makes something more tempting than calling it forbidden. The interior smelled of wood rot and lavender. The furniture, though antique, seemed untouched. Portraits stared from the walls, their eyes unnervingly lifelike. Jamie, the skeptic, laughed. Lynn filmed everything. Marcus made jokes to hide his nerves. Derek, however, felt watched. That night, they explored the West Wing. Tucked between storage rooms, they found the door. Heavy, ornate, and chained. The mirror room. A brass plate said, "Room of reflection, do not disturb." From the keyhole, they saw only candlelight flickering off what seemed like dozens, maybe hundreds of mirrors. The next morning, Lynn was pale. She said her reflection didn't blink back. Jamie called it stress. Marcus laughed it off. Derek wasn't so sure. Things escalated. In the bathroom mirror, Marcus saw a version of himself, smiling maniacally while he stood stone-faced. Lynn filmed a segment, but her reflection stared at the camera long after she turned away. They reviewed the footage. Jamie's reflection had no eyes. That night, Jamie vanished. No signs of struggle. No doors opened. She was just gone. Derek snapped. He grabbed a crowbar and smashed the lock on the mirror room. The door opened with a groan like a dying breath. Inside, every wall and the ceiling was covered in mirrors, covered with dusty cloths. The air was ice. They pulled one cloth. It showed Jamie, but not as they knew her. Her eyes were black voids. Her mouth moved. No sound. Then they heard her whisper, not from the mirror, but from behind them. "Jamie, don't look at them. They'll find you. They want out." Lynn was next. She stared too long into a mirror. Her body froze. Her reflection moved. It smiled. And then Lynn blinked. Different. Slower. She laughed a little too late. Marcus panicked, tried to run. Mirrors warped his path. Hallways shifted. Reflections whispered his secrets. Showed him things he never told anyone. Guilt turned physical. He smashed one mirror. Blood ran from his hands. But in the reflection he was smiling, untouched. Soon only Derek remained, and even he began to doubt. Every mirror showed him more tired, more cracked. In the mirror room, his reflection finally moved first. It reached toward the glass and pulled him in. A new couple arrived at Ravenshade. The old man greeted them, smiling faintly. "Host, you'll love the mirror room. It's finally open again." As they entered, 4 reflections watched from the far mirrors, blank-eyed, motionless, trapped, and behind them, just barely visible, the mirrors rippled, waiting for the next guest. They say some reflections aren't yours, some rooms remember, and some mirrors are doors. Welcome to the Horror Haven. Subscribe and remember, if your reflection ever smiles first, run.